Hey, it's Dr. Dean. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at this room, Liberty Trading Club. Also, in my opinion, Liberty Trading Club. Both are interchangeable, and I'm going to give you, ready for it, my thoughts, rationale, and logic for why I think it is Puretick reincarnated. Yes, I do. In either case, it's a room to avoid. But if you're interested in trading the Dow and trading it right and having profitable days, take a look at this. I'm going to show you the Dow Dominator, where Dow trading's done right. So let's get started. Liberty Trading. Today's date, length of the presentation, number of slides. I'm going to cover the futures trading industry from the 50,000 foot view, big picture. Liberty Trading and Alex Wasilewski, who refers to himself as a supreme sorcerer, claims that he values honesty and integrity. Let us take a look. Liberty Trading Club, and why is Puretick reincarnated? The logic for that. It was the original American Affluent Trading Club, was changed to Liberty, and I'll show you the progress, the transition between the two. And the Dow Dominator, why it's a superior trading system, actual live trades. Conclusions between the two. So let's get started. So the big picture of the futures trade room looks like this. Currently, there are 2,374 rooms. I have a master encyclopedic list that goes from zero effort trading, number 1, to Zuna trading at 2,374. There's roughly one new trade room formed today, some 30 a month, 300 a year. So the number's constantly growing. And there's Liberty Trading coming in at $9.95 with Alex and Brian. According to the web URL, it was formed in March of last year, March 22. But according to Paulina, there she is, who considers herself a co-founder, Liberty Trading Club was formed in October of 2020, a year and a half earlier. It was called American Affluent Trading Room back then, at least according to the videos. So somehow the dates don't match. Anyway, if you're interested, you can buy the list for sale on my Global Trade Titan website. I have found only 8 rooms that actually trades. That means 99+% do not. So the futures trade room industry is really a futures sales room industry. And where do these thousands upon thousands of rooms make their money from? Certainly not from trading. It is from selling to human ATMs who come along and buys up, the retail trader. So it's not a very good looking picture of the futures trade room industry so far. Okay, let's get started. Alex claims that he values honesty and integrity. So let us take a look. Here's from his website called Meet Our Founders. There's Alex's Wasilewski himself. Again, he essential and common to all his endeavors are honesty and integrity. Let's take a look. First, we're going to start with his picture. This picture he has here, here's the original picture. And here's a picture of him at the Christmas party at Puretick. One of his videos, another video. You see this facial deformity in all his pictures? Yeah, it's snuffed out of there. He had photoshopped out. So, but that doesn't really matter. Here's what he looks like now. Hey there, Bubba. Number 2, he has an eclectic life. Yes, he talks about being a police officer. But he doesn't mention the following, that he ran and formed and ran 3 failed rooms, Puretick, Market Dancer, and Dow Daddy. Yes, and if you're interested, by the way, on the QT, I have all the original handouts from Puretick. You can compare them to the current ones he's handing out now. Now, Puretick was considered the greatest scam of all time. It had no trades, no charts, and a fake track record. It also had an ES room, by the way. It was run by Revan Wood. Why do I say it's the biggest scam of all time? He did fail to mention that Puretick was voted #1 scammer in Big Mike's with over 2,000 complaints. He was just a hated and vilified person in room, and there was these voodoo dolls traveling around with his room name on them. Then he formed Market Dancer, the next great scam. No trades, no charts, no track record. He hid himself in Market Dancer, wouldn't even identify himself as one of the participants, but I looked up the URL and it said it was Market Dancer was registered to Alex Wasilewski. Fool. Should have hid that. And lastly, he formed Dow Daddy, another great scam. No trades, no charts, no track record. Hit himself in Dow Daddy too. So 3 failed rooms are all dead. Alex ran them for over 18 years, but he didn't even mention them. And mostly he traded exactly just the YM. That doesn't seem very honest to me. Honest or dishonest? He failed to mention that he had an announcement where he hired 2 of the biggest frauds on the planet, Mark and Rick. Let's take a look. He called them Godzilla and King Kong, and he caught them back in Puretick days. There they are. It's 2014. Mark and Rick, coaches. Now here's Rick. He was already barred by the SEC for all kinds of problems, including injunctions, violated sections, permanent injunctions, civil penalties, banned. And his colleague there, Mark, had so many infractions the length of your arm in the NFA. But boy, they were brought into Puretick. Why? After the Puretick, both Rick and Mark were charged with fraud by the SEC. And they had judgments against them that later totaled up over $7 million. I have this in my criminals, felons, and rogue trader video you can look at. Who would hire those people? Well, he was proud to hire them. And he called them, and they were 2 huge scams at the time. Why would you hire them? Birds of a feather, maybe. He fails to mention that there was a paper published about his unprofessional behavior and in market clips and a full analysis of Puretick as a failure and a fraud. Here's the paper where he used to call women in his room piggies, adding grunting noises to insult women. Call them morons. Here's a paper talking about the fake and forgery of Puretick and why it was failing. He talks about being a New York City police officer, but he didn't mention that he falsified his application was suspended. Also didn't mention he was diagnosed with psychoneuroses. Also didn't mention he was diagnosed with undifferentiated schizophrenia. Doesn't mention treating any of those now, by the way. All published in the New York Times. I published full accounts of his corrupt and fraudulent room tactics and his psychiatric issues, and he sued me in federal court for over $2 million. He was totally defeated and he didn't get a penny. Here's what it looks like. 6 counts, federal counts. False light invasion of privacy, that's like, individual unflattering words or pictures, like something like this. Okay. 6 counts. Alex had to provide his financial records, which was how I knew financially Puretick was failing, and so was Market Dancer. And there's his voluntary dismissal. He walked away without a penny. Honest or dishonest? Failed to mention that he formed Dow Daddy and he hid his name again like he did in Market Dancer for over a year. How did I find him? Easily. I used voice recognition on the videos that he had using voice metrics. It was narrated and presented by Alex according to his voice from his old videos. So why would a person who narrates and presents his videos hide his face, name, and identity? He was a negative asset. He didn't want to be found out. So just like in Market Dancer, he hid himself in Dow Daddy. Yeah, Bubba, get your big boy pants on from now on. So I published all this in a video called Best Dow Futures Trade Rooms, and that's when Alex came out and said he sold his business interest to Dow Daddy. Too late, who cares? All right, so let's bring this up to speed now. Puretick, which traded the YM with an ES kicker, later formed Market Dancer, later formed Dow Daddy, now formed Liberty. They had ES, but wait, I just saw this. The inaugural read of the week of the new ES room. Oh my goodness. Let's put an ES up there. One person essentially trading one index for over 4 rooms in over 18 years, which is why I say it is Puretick reincarnated. So let's take a look at this new room. It's called Liberty, but was formed from America. An American what? Did you know there was a room called American Affluent Trade Room run by Brian? Somewhere around last year, Alex joined, but before he joined, I saw this. There's an extensive video library. I started with number 1, worked my way up. Let me show you something around video 75. See this little inset here? I'm going to open it up for you. It's around December of 2021. Brian is the only person in the video by himself. He's running the room. He shows his live entry. He shows the number of contracts, the outstanding profit loss currently, and he's moving his stop and showing that as well. Bravo. So American Affluent showed targets, entries, profit loss, contracts, and stops. Is that true now for Alex and Liberty? I don't think so. Here's video 100. Look at this. Look at this. Chart Trader. Still showing live trades, and he has Chart Trader with his profit loss shown in real time. Here again, video 168. Still American Affluent. Still got Chart Trader. Video 200. Still American Affluent. Shows the trades, but he's talking about Liberty. 224. Still showing trades. It's now called, they're going to call it Liberty Trading Club. They're talking about it directly. When I was there in February, it flipped all over. I saw no trades at all, but I heard Alex say, target filled, in a baritone voice to emulate Ninja Trader. How stupid. I saw no trades, but according to the track record for that day, they had 4. There they are listed. This is a typed out track record, by the way, hand typed. And in the evening summary talked about 10, but I didn't see those either. Alex refers to himself as a supreme sorcerer. You know, all sorcerers have hats, Alex. You should have a hat. How's that? He mentioned that he was not profitable for the last 49 months. That's over 4 years. So that must mean you weren't profitable in Dow Daddy. Does not, in this room now, they do not show entries, stops, and targets. They don't show the number of contracts, the profit loss, or Chart Trader. Alex goes order filled to simulate real trading. Foolish. I witnessed the death of American Affluent Trade Room. It's no longer a trade room now, it's a chat room, and has 0% transparency. Puretick Reincarnated, I give it an F. Dow Dominator, let's take a little look at this if you're interested in the YM. Here's an example of a Dow trading done by the Dow Dominator. There's the entry, target 1, target 2, target 3. It's a 3-target system. Made $21.55 on that trade. Let's try another one. And uses Chart Trader so you can see the trades start to finish. If you use Chart Trader, Alex, you wouldn't have to hide your trades. And in fact, you wouldn't have to say order filled. It would say for you. How about that? Pretty neat, that invention. Another trade showing the entries, $38.95. A third trade shown here, $20.70. Over the past 2 years, using forward walk real-time trades in Sim at 3 contracts a trade. It's taken over almost 2,000 trades. I trade from 6 to 11 and averages $455 a day. Bravo. Now the Dow Dominator is just one of 4 different robots: NASDAQ Natural, ES Exquisite, and Outstanding Oil, and they are part of the accelerated growth package. So conclusions for Liberty Trading. Alex talks about honesty and integrity, but fails to disclose his prior involvement with rooms, his prior business dealings, his prior business associations. Fails to disclose his suspension as a comp, and fails to disclose the American Affluent Trade Room, which was truthful and transparent, died to form Liberty. And that Liberty is really Puretick reincarnated. No transparency, just a chat room. The Dow Dominator, on the other hand, is a superior trading system for YM. I have an extensive track record going back almost 2 years. High number of trades per day and a high profit per trade. 100% transparency, fully automatic, hands-free, and it even talks. Imagine that, Alex. It is only one of 4 different robots called the Accelerated Growth class. Collectively, they've done very well. If you want to see more details, give me an email and let me know. This is Dr. Dean. Thanks for listening. Agree or disagree, let me know your thoughts. Bye-bye.